vanishing point a lot of times is going to be the separation between your sky and then way off in the distance. So you're going to pick a point, so we'll put ours here, okay? And then you're going to have your foreground. So I'll put this other line in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a building. So if I have a building, we'll just say it's right here. Because things that are closer are going to be bigger than things that are far away. Okay, so this is the front. So this corner, I'm going to measure, because we haven't decided how far back we want our building to go. Okay, so everything goes to that same point. You have to make that mark or else it's not going to make sense. Oops, I got off there. Okay, then, so you can kind of see what he was doing. So you have a plane rectangle here. Then, this is just going to go straight down. And then we're going to go straight across. So you want to make sure that's straight. Okay, and it'll just stop when it gets to those other pieces. So when we go over this, that's your building. Okay? If I want to put other buildings in the background, let's say I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. It's going to be on the same line because it probably has a sidewalk next to it. I'm going to add this other little line here. Okay. And you can add things like windows. So if this is our sidewalk, maybe there's no other buildings back there, and we'll erase all those other lines. So you might have your windows on the front here, and you'd want to use a ruler, but I'm just trying to show you guys kind of quick. But on the side, it's still going to go by that point. So we'll just do 2 sets of windows maybe. But then these just connect straight down. Okay, so you can kind of see how that's going. And then this would be your corner. And then your sidewalk might come. And these will kind of angle too, because then they'll start to kind of come out. Like that. So you guys kind of get the basic idea. And then if you had a building over here, you would do the same points over here that would connect to that same point. Okay? So then it looks like, so then it has the, I know. So then it goes from, you guys. So it goes from near to far, and then that road kind of disappears. So this could be your background, which there might be hills or whatever, and then you'd have your sun, okay, or whatever. Okay, any questions? I mean, does this make it a little bit easier to see? Make sure you have your point though, because it does need to go to the same point. So whether you put a building here or a building over here, it needs to measure to that same spot. Okay, you don't need to have multiple points out. He had some up here, some down here. Just one is fine. Okay, so we're just trying to use our rulers and have a placement, so then you can start putting in your superhero or your cars or whatever's happening. Okay? And it can be houses. It doesn't need to be just buildings like this. Okay? Any questions? Yeah.
What if we're not going to do a building? If we're going to do like a tree, then do we just not do that?
You do need to show either with your road or something that there's 1 point, the vanishing point and the 1 point perspective. Okay. Alright, so they're going to use your back side of your rough draft, and then your final we should hopefully be able to start on tomorrow or Thursday. Okay? Alright, go ahead and grab a ruler and you can get started.